Time for a revolver review. What we've got in front of us is the Ruger GP100 double action revolver. Revolvers are simplistic in design, which is why they run and run and run and run with no issues. This one easily falls under that category. I've had this gun for quite some time now. I've never had an issue with it. It's extremely accurate, minimizes recoil amazingly, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. Let's talk about some of the materials. So obviously this is a stainless steel pistol with a satin stainless finish. Some of the features of this gun are these sights that come with the Ruger. These come on here, fully adjustable rear sight. They're outstanding. I've never had an issue with them. Also, I would like to go ahead and mention in full disclosure, that this grip is not what comes on the gun. What sells with the Ruger is actually this Hogue grip. They stopped putting these frames, those grips on the gun some time ago and started using these Hogue grips with great success for them, but for me, as just a personal preference, I don't like grips that force me to put my fingers in a certain position. That's just a personal thing though. Your mileage may vary. So there you go. This grip is just the original factory grip I ordered that comes with it, with different inserts. I don't really remember where I got these inserts from. These, kind of snakeskin rosewood grips. There's a million grips out there. Panels that you can get that will fit. So there you go. So moving on with the gun. We're going to get a closer look at all the parts here. You can see the barrel. This is a 357 Magnum. Also shoots 38 specials. Has a 4.2 inch barrel. Alright, they have this gun also in a 6 inch and a 3 inch. Weight and prices, of course, will vary. And while we're talking about weight, this gun's 40 ounces. It's no joke. But, with that being said, you will have this gun, and if you take care of it, forever. It will be passed down to your kids' kids. This is one of those guns that's just going to be around for a long time if it's well taken care of. Alright, we have a little release button here. You can see right here where all the rounds go. Snaps into place. This is double action and single action. So like I just showed you, we are safety checked. Right? So you can pull straight from double action. And I tell you what, for a revolver that does double action, I've seen a lot of them out there and fired a lot of them out there that the trigger is not as smooth as this Ruger. There's no point in time during the trigger pull where it pauses or stops or starts or requires more tension. You can also pull a hammer back for each round. And you see how far back that pulls the trigger. That's touch and go. Now I have done a trigger job, have had a trigger job done on this pistol to lighten the trigger pull. The trigger pull amount that came on it was not bad. I just liked a lighter trigger. Again, personal preference. So moving on, talking about this gun, the way that they have minimized recoil. It comes in a couple forms. First of all, it's such a heavy gun. This isn't the 3 inch barrel, so it's a little bit longer barrel, which obviously helps. The added weight underneath here, you see a lot of pistols, revolvers that look like this. Without that, right? Looks real familiar. Okay, I like the fully supported barrel. For me, that added weight up front minimizes recoil. Outstanding. I will say that obviously there's a huge difference depending on if you're shooting 38 specials and 357s, but if you're shooting this gun with 38 special, the recoil is almost nothing. I've also shot the 6 inch. That one literally is nothing. So again, minimal recoil. It's a heavy gun. Holds 6 rounds, 38s or 357 mags. The sights come factory right on target, or mine did. Yours may not, but they're very easily adjustable. If you look right here, you have the top screw. The top screw is to help you with elevation, and then you've got the side screw, let's see if I can get to focus, right there for windage, right to left. So pretty easy. I also have noticed, though, I will say, with some grips, like the Hogue that comes on it, the cutout right here isn't as drastic. And what happens is if you use a speed loader, fitting it right here past that can be difficult. Now, it works with the original factory grips, I found. But when you put the Hogue grips on there, it doesn't have near as much cutaway. It's not as drastic. So trying to sneak all those rounds by in so that they're straight going in can be a little bit difficult at times. Field strip and maintenance, obviously, a revolver. I mean, you're looking at it, that's it right there. You can also take the grips off if you want to get down here and clean from time to time. You can obviously break this gun down further, take the trigger out and everything like that. I don't usually do it. It's not necessary as long as you keep it clean. So I will say that this gun, compared to other revolvers that are out there, revolvers are what they are. They're incredibly reliable, but this one is extremely accurate. I was really surprised my time owning this gun and shooting some of the other variants of this gun, how accurate these Rugers are. They're outstanding. Such an outstanding gun. So if we're talking about uses, is this a concealed carry gun? I don't know. Do you live in the Wild West? Not for me. It's really heavy and it's really wide. You're minimizing your round capability, but hey, if you've got a way to conceal that, I guess you could. Not for me. It'd be uncomfortable and it'd be really heavy. Home protection, you could if you don't mind having less rounds. It's definitely accurate. It's definitely reliable for sure. Doesn't have the capability to put on a light. Doesn't have the ability for larger capacity magazines. But if you're comfortable and confident with those 6 rounds, and you're okay with not having a light, yeah, it would absolutely. It'd do a fantastic job in that role for you. For me, target identification is important, so a light's a must for me for that role. Also, I like the capacity of more rounds. So let's talk about range gun. Absolutely, I would absolutely classify this as a range gun. It's so much fun to go out there and shoot. It doesn't wear you out like some revolvers, some 357s can specifically. They just wear you out after a while. You get fatigued from shooting a huge gun like that. It's really heavy, but for some reason, despite the weight, this gun, maybe it's because of how well it manages recoil, it doesn't wear you out. You can get out there and shoot and shoot and shoot. It's tons of fun. So range gun, absolutely. That's primarily what I use it for. When I take it out to the range, it's my fun gun. I'm not necessarily training with it for another purpose or another avenue. It's strictly just I want to have some fun. I'm going to go out to the range with some buddies and we're going to shoot. The Ruger goes in me every time if that's the case. So definitely worth checking out if you guys are interested in a revolver. I would highly recommend the Ruger GP100 series, depending on your length that you want. The kick difference with the recoil between this barrel and the 6-inch, it's not that much more with this one than the 6-inch, but I did notice more of an extreme difference between this one and the 3-inch. So just note that it will be, the 3-inch will definitely have more kick. But there you go, excellent, outstanding, runs and runs and runs, never had a misfire or any sort of issue. Revolvers are definitely fun range guns. So check it out. If you're looking for a revolver, GP100 by Ruger, it's a fantastic revolver.